President-elect Donald Trump says he is committed to ending birthright citizenship.
A local legal expert says Trump's current plan to do it, though, is unconstitutional. Fox 4's Stephen Dial in the studio right now with more. Stephen.
While President-elect Trump continues to say he will use executive action to end birthright citizenship, in an interview Sunday, he admitted that it may take longer than he promised. President-elect Donald Trump doubled down on his plan to end birthright citizenship, among other immigration promises. Sunday on Meet the Press, Trump said that he would end it by executive order.
Can President-elect Trump use an executive order to end birthright citizenship, in your opinion?
He cannot. Because birthright citizenship is expressly guaranteed in the 14th Amendment. It's part of the Constitution just as much as anything else is. The only way to change that is by the amendment process, which is long and complicated by design. It's very hard to amend our Constitution.
In the interview, Trump said if somebody sets one foot on our land, you are now a citizen of the United States of America. We're going to end that because it's ridiculous. The 14th Amendment gives protections to anyone born in the U.S., even those whose parents are in the country illegally. I spoke to constitutional lawyer David Cole. Making a change to the Constitution will require ratification from 3/4 of the states. In Sunday's interview, Trump hinted he may have to go to the states, but maintains he can eliminate it by executive action.
Now, he can sign an executive order that affects how the federal government interacts with that provision, maybe sets enforcement priorities, maybe requires agencies to study the issue, calls upon everyone to move quickly in having an amendment to the Constitution about that. But that would just be ways of nudging the ball down the road towards a constitutional amendment. You can't just take your pen and make an amendment to the Constitution in our system of government.
Now, Trump has also talked about mass deportation. Cole says that Trump does have some authority when it comes to mass deportation, but the question is, does the country have the resources and manpower